What's good, everybody? It's your boy Antoine here, and welcome back. We're back with another video on the channel. In today's video, we're here to do another Ram Talk video. In today's video, we're going to be randomly talking about, the whole entire Wrestlemania 42, debacle, the eclipse, you know what I'm saying? Or I should say the collapse, you know what I'm saying? Because everything that is going on, you know what I'm saying? And then it begs the question, is WrestleMania 42 is in trouble now? Taking place taking in place, saying coming up, Elimination Chamber in Chicago will take a place where CM Punk's hometown will be in, and all that situation is going on. We'll talk about that one, along with the WrestleMania 42 fiasco and everything that's going on. That's paid a not so great of a light in WrestleMania 42, but mainly also in Elimination Chamber in Chicago of 2026. So we're going to talk about those things, give our thoughts, opinions on this, and go down everything that I want to talk about. Because I literally saw a couple of YouTubers talk about this whole time WrestleMania 42 Vegas thing. Now, granted, if you guys did not know, WrestleMania 40 took place. I think it took place was it in Florida? I think no, it took place in Philadelphia. WrestleMania 40 took place in Philadelphia, of course, and WrestleMania 41 took place in Las Vegas, which is last year, which was the most expensive WrestleMania of all time. And now WrestleMania 42 is on the verge of actually being even more expensive than it's ever been before, with a lot of ticket prices that's going up, you know what I'm saying, and everything, the traveling and all that. Keith is in mind, Las Vegas is the most expensive like city. Keep this in mind. You have to think about the whole entire hotel being expensive, the food and restaurants being expensive. Of course, going to different places being expensive too as well over there in Las Vegas. Also, you got WrestleMania Vegas being very, very expensive. So it's like, okay, so all of a sudden you're now not only increasing the price like you did last year at WrestleMania 41 to Las Vegas, which is the most expensive city in the world. Now you're doing it even more in WrestleMania 42. You know what I'm saying? And now you make it even more expensive than it's ever been before, like doubling the price and everything else. So it's like, okay, that's already bad enough. Then you got the booking and the creativity that's going around there that is beyond abysmal, along with the injuries that many wrestlers that have occurred that's been going on. For example, Chelsea Green is she apparently there was a report that she sprained her ankle, but she broke it, so she's gone. Bronson Reed, just like recently Monday Night Raw, he tore his bicep, so he's gone for a while. Um, you know what I'm saying? Braun Breaker tore his hernia, his corona area, and now he's out for a while. Seth Rollins, which you don't know if he's back or not, tore his shoulder, so he's out for a while. And you know what I'm saying? So that's bad enough. And then you got Rey Mysterio being injured, you know what I'm saying? And then you got many other things that's going on. AJ Styles just retired. And of course, you know what I'm saying? He decided to do it on his own term. Instead, he was originally supposed to retire last year, it was reported, but then he decided to retire this year, which is at Royal Rumble, because he saw what was going on in WrestleMania, how it's not being as great as it used to be, you know what I'm saying? And granted, I agree because the WrestleMania have been going downhill lately. I think ever since after WrestleMania 40, when Cody finished his story, WrestleMania value has been going down really bad to the point where the prices are so expensive, and then there are many other things that has been going on that's really, really like making WrestleMania, season like really bad, which we'll get into it later on. And then you got the whole wrestling, creativity, and the wrestlers get injured and all that. It's like it's already bad news bears, and now you're seeing WrestleMania 42 potentially be in trouble because of all these factors that's going on hand, and they're just desperately trying to get as many people in the venue, in the area, in the WrestleMania event to try to sell out as much as you can, rather than actually try to do something about the whole ticket prices and everything else. Granted, the creativity is not being so great as it is right now. Like I said, the injuries are piling up. You know what I'm saying? We only know who's going against Brock Lesnar. But rumor has it like LA Knight going to be going against him, which wouldn't make no sense. Oba Femi should be going against Brock Lesnar, but we don't know how WWE is going on right now. We don't know what's going on with the visionary shit going on with their whole storyline. Then we got CM Punk and Roman Reigns, and Roman's part time, so he's barely going to show up. He's going to show up in March, which is great. But Punk has to carry the whole entire show and everything, but it's just so meaningless in my opinion. And then you go on to SmackDown, you got Cody Rhodes and Drew and Jacob Fatu fight almost every single fucking week and shit. Like it's so predictable. And the rumor has we're gonna have Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania, which I don't want that. I think it will be great if we maybe switched up for LA Knight, but I don't know. I digress. And there's so many. And then you got Jade Cargill, which by the way, Jade Cargill has held that title, the WWE Women's Championship. She held that title for over 100 plus days. Only had one title defense, so they don't know what to do with that woman. And she's really good. Well, she's all right, but you know what I'm saying. But she's really good, but like in a way, but like I feel like they're not doing nothing with her. And then they don't know what to do with. And of course, Stephanie Vaquero versus Liv Morgan is going to happen, but. Um, they don't know what to do with Stephanie Vaquero. She's one of the best women wrestlers we got like today, and they don't know how to book her. So it's like, and you got the new stars coming in, don't know how to be booked right, and they like there's so many issues that's going on with WWE right now. The whole issue that's been going on right now to the point where it's driving people away, and it's just not looking good. You know what I'm saying? And granted, the ticket pricing, and then everything else, the whole storyline, and then you got the whole fucking booking injuries, and then other different circumstances that's been going on with WWE and it involves the TKO and shit, and it's just being shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit of all shits and terrible of all terribles, and it's in trouble as we speak. And yeah, it's not looking good. I don't know what's going on. So as time goes on, I think a week ago, or was it 2 weeks ago, WWE decided to, to put their ticket like the WrestleMania slash their Elimination Chamber, in Chicago Elimination Chamber ticket prices all down like 20%, something like that, right? So because they realized that people were not happy with the fact that the ticket price was so high from the Elimination Chamber in Chicago, which is going to be taking place like in a couple of days. I'm recording this, which is in CM Punk's hometown, and he got the ticket prices for WrestleMania in Vegas and WrestleMania 42. Which, by the way, it's back to back Vegas. By the way, WrestleMania 41 was in Vegas. Now WrestleMania 42 this year will be in Vegas, as even more expensive. Keep that in mind. And obviously, they decided to like discount that to 20% because they weren't getting enough people in the venue. They weren't doing anything with ticket sales, whatever. Like the ticket sales was so bad from last year and this year, especially this year, to a point they had to discount this shit. They TKO and WWE had a board meeting about this whole ticket price and stuff, and they decreased the ticket price like 20%, which in my opinion they should increase that in half, like 50%. I'm just saying, because 20% ain't enough, but that's just me though. And you would think that okay, maybe they decrease the ticket prices and everything go back to normal, right? They're gonna have some people they're gonna have a sold out Elimination Chamber in Chicago, right? And then WrestleMania would be sold out. Say WrestleMania 42 in Vegas, back to back Vegas will be sold out, right? Wrong, because even with the 20% discounts of WWE posted on there, they still cannot get many people in the venue. In fact, there are a lot more empty seats. You go on like their website, like people are not buying these fucking tickets, despite being 20% off. People are rather just watch this shit at home than actually go into the venue, in the Elimination Chamber and in WrestleMania Vegas, which is WrestleMania 42, of course, back to back Vegas again, and yeah, it didn't work out. They still have a problem, and that is a very huge problem that they need to fix immediately, like pronto. I don't know what the hell WWE and TKO is thinking about increasing their ticket prices. They actually think that many people are actually going to buy that expensive as ticket prices. Granted, like these ticket prices are like as equal as people's like monthly fucking house rent or rent in general. You know what I'm saying? Like you're basically telling us, hey, forget about spending your fucking rent money. How about you go and spend your rest of your rent money or at WrestleMania 42 in Vegas because we're going back there. Or better yet, how about you take out a loan and then spend some money on that? Spend a good chunk of money. Keep this in mind. These are not like 100 something dollars that Vince McMahon had back in the day, like where he had people like affordable like seats for like $400 something, whatever, for like a combination with kids and everything else. No, um, he had, of course, he had, because of TKO, in the border, they had like prices at least around like $800 something or $600 something, up close to $1,000 something to like literally in a front row seats or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Something like around like $10,000 as well. If you even go more in the front row seats in a row, so like people spend tens of thousands something dollars off the whole entire life insurance check, whatever check they got and shit, and it's beyond crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? How expensive these ticket prices are going. Like it's very very expensive. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like damn, like they're really increasing the prices already. It's already bad. The WrestleMania 41 was already increasing the prices. And now WrestleMania 42 is looking like it's going to do the same thing, but increase even more the prices and make it like double the amount of prices that WrestleMania 41 did. Which, by the way, WrestleMania 41 took place in Las Vegas. Got to point that out. So it's like okay, okay, that's already bad enough. Then you put it on like discount 20%, and people still not buying shit. Like that is beyond bad. And I think you really need to like do something about that, TKO or WWE. But unfortunately, they're not gonna do anything about it because they really want people to really, really buy those tickets. You know what I'm saying? So that way people can get into the venue and everything else to like to get the prices and everything up. You know what I'm saying? Just to get people their money and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to get them in the venue and everything else, which is very very stupid if you ask me because like everything in the economy, the inflation, everything else is already like increasing the price and everything else going on around the world. Now you got WWE like going inflation around, we start to increase more of the prices and everything else, and it's beyond stupid if you ask me. And granted, all these storylines had not been that great. The only thing I'm looking forward to, honestly, is CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. I mean, there's literally nothing else. I mean, everything about everybody else, cool. It's just not that great if you ask me. Don't get me wrong, we're gonna get Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Valkyria, but I think we all know who's gonna win that match. We shouldn't bother that one. But that's pretty much it. CM Punk and Roman Reigns is the only one that's literally like the only one that I'm looking forward to maybe watch, but everything else I just don't know because like there's no storytelling booking towards that one. There's no creativity towards that one. Everything seems like they need to go up and to pull into some mic and shit on every single night, whether it's Friday night or Monday night, and that's it. And they don't just add no intensity to the stuff. No storytelling to the stuff. They seem like it's all bland just to so they can sell more tickets to wherever they need to go to Elimination Chamber and then Wrestlemania, all the type of stuff. So it's like, okay, like it's already bad enough they're doing all that shit, right? Then they're doing this shit too as well, which is really, really beyond me. And this is gonna piss a lot of people off. So apparently, you know how people have been doing like watch parties and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they can't afford to go to WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying for this year because of the ticket price so high, even despite the 20% discount. Same thing applies with Elimination Chambers and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Well, WWE just put like a announcement or whatever that they decided to block off any type of watch parties or anything from the 50-mile radius in Chicago and in Vegas. Like basically, if you're hosting a WrestleMania, or a LA or a Elimination Chamber, watch party, you cannot do those no more. Otherwise, they're gonna send a cease and desist on your ass, and you'll be in trouble. So basically, you can't watch anything and host anything on watch party or anything. Where if you own a restaurant or go into a restaurant, you can't do those things. You can't. You cannot. Unfortunately, for the Elimination Chamber in Chicago for 2026 and WrestleMania 42 in Vegas, you cannot host a watch party. You can't. Can't do that no more. You can't even do it anywhere around the world. You can't host a watch party. Otherwise, if you host a watch party in that theater, whatever, and all that, you're basically going to get that theater sued or cease and desist, and that's pretty much it. So basically, that's it. You can't do none of that. So basically, I got two choices this year. Either you go spend, or you go spend your hard-earned money into WrestleMania, which is going to be very expensive despite the 20% off, or you watch it at home. So the choices are yours. You only got two choices there. You can't host a WrestleMania watch party, unfortunately, or a Elimination Chamber watch party too as well. So you can't do either one of those for this year. This is sort of like a test. I think they're doing. The reason why they're doing this is because it's sort of like a test they're doing. So that way they can see if people want to like go into the arenas like to watch WrestleMania live or or stay at home. More likely, people are just going to stay at home and just watch it there because they'd rather go spend the $30 on the ESPN PLE bullshit. Which, by the way, if you spend $30 almost every single month, multiply that by 12 for the ESPN PLEs for you to watch any PLEs for like WWE, that's $360. That's $360. So basically, you spend over $360 per year to watch any PLEs that WWE has to offer. So if you're on ESPN. So that's already bad enough, right? And then now you got this shit right here. And now they're blocking out watch parties or anything that's related to watching wrestling in general. And granted, despite this, people are already paying the license fee to in order to like even try to like get the get the watch the watch party itself from from the theater where they're going to, you know what I'm saying? And despite the license fee, which by the way is very expensive to like even try to watch WrestleMania from a theater or wherever you're going to, wherever it's a bar, a restaurant, whatever. Many of these owners and people have to pay a lot of money to in order to have people to come in and watch their venue because they could get more money in, to the people who basically who basically just buy their stuff from drinks, bars, or food and everything else, right? Now, granted, there's gonna be some people in the comment section, some dumbasses gonna sit there and say that it's their licensing or whatever, they can do whatever the fuck they want, whatever WWE, whatever saying. But granted, you're right. But keep this in mind: they had no problems, no issues of doing this shit years ago when people were doing watch parties and shit. They're saying in WrestleMania 40 when people were doing watch parties and all this other type of stuff when it comes to watch parties on WrestleMania 40 to see if Cody will finish his story or not, right? But now we go into WrestleMania 42 in the Elimination Chamber in Chicago. Now all of a sudden you can't even watch a watch party. You can't even do none of that right now. Why? It makes no sense to me. But it's very clear they're doing this because they realize that hey, we need to get more people in the venue to spend more of the hard on bullshit money. Despite 20% off, it's still expensive as fuck. So they might as well just dump that discount from 20% off to like 50% off. Honestly, if you want more people to show up, but apparently they're not gonna do that shit because TKO and WWE they're greedy as fuck, and just like the WWE 2K game that's gonna be coming out in WWE 2K 26 is also greedy as fuck because there's 4 editions, and the special one costs $150. So yeah, I'm good. And also they're doing the battle pass on the fucking the on the WWE video game that coming out in 2026, which is gonna give even more dumbass people saying that Fortnite's the reason why the fucking Battle Pass is ruined when Fortnite was not even the first Battle Pass fucking game to make Battle Passes, you fucking idiots. But I digress. Um, Going back to here, like I said, this is basically, kind of a testing period of what WWE is going to do from here on out to see if they're going to see if they get more people in the venue into like their PLEs and their main events of WrestleMania, like SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Survivor Series. So see if they're going to get more people going into the venue rather than actually watching watch parties because they've seen a lot of people doing watch parties. They see a lot of people been doing watch parties everywhere around the world and this realizing in their minds they're thinking that you know what we can't get enough money and more people in the watch party we need to shut all that down so that people can come into more to the you know what I'm saying Triple H shit just to get more people into the venue to in the PLEs to spend more money. That's what they're trying to do, but more people are just gonna watch this shit at home, so like it really doesn't matter. So yeah, that's all this. It's already a combination of the fact that WrestleMania has not got out to a great start with the whole storyline and everything else that's been going on with wrestling so far with the storyline and the booking and everything that's going on. The only thing like that's going great right now for WrestleMania 42 is honestly Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Like that's going to take place at night 2 for sure. That's going to be CM Punk's official first like main event in WrestleMania history. So give or take the circumstances that's really going on with wrestling right now in WWE, the story, the booking, and everything else, the ticket price and all that, and shutting down venues and restaurants and all that. It looks like Road to WrestleMania is not looking great, to be quite honest with you. And it looks like WrestleMania in Vegas, Part Two, is going to be in trouble, and I don't think that it's going to sell well, and it's going to really not be that great. Also, keep this in mind too as well. Next year's WrestleMania is going to be taking place in. You want to take a guess? It's going to be taking place in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, so if you guys really think that Las Vegas Part 2 of WrestleMania 42 is that bad, wait till we go to Saudi Arabia next year. It's going to be extremely worse. And I have a feeling it's going to get even worse. I think we're all looking forward to I think we're all looking forward to the fact that this WrestleMania, just like AJ Styles said, it's not going to be as prestigious as it once going to be. And quite frankly, I think he's right what he said in the interview. It's not going to be as prestige that he used to be. Because when we used to get these WrestleMania seasons, like back then, they start cooking. Nowadays, it feels like it's another way to just sell tickets and money and all this other type of stuff, and just to fuck off fans and shit. So but yeah, anyways, I just want to talk about this real quick, ramble about this whole thing because WrestleMania 42 is kind of not looking good right now, and I don't think it's ever gonna look good, quite honestly, with you, with a lot of injuries and everything that's going around. Yeah, it's not looking great, and quite frankly, I don't know, man. I don't know what WWE's gonna do, but I guess they're gonna try to sell tickets and to get the fuck out of Vegas like they tried to do last year, and I guess they're gonna try to do the same thing, but except they try to shut down all the watch parties and shit. So whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you if you want to do it with your money and all this other type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you if you want to go there or not. Me personally, I just recommend you stay at home. Just watch it from there. Deal with the ads and just go with the flow because there's no point. It's just too expensive. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, as much as I give Vince shit of everything he has done in his past or whatever, one thing I'll give Vince McMahon credit is that he cared about the fucking audience. He cared about his fucking consumers and gave people money to like afford to go to these specific events, whether it's like WrestleMania or events like Backlash or whatever. It didn't matter. And the fact that this shit's happening, and in this day and age right now is beyond sickening to my stomach. But I digress though. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I got nothing to say, man. Thank you for watching. You like, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about WrestleMania 42. Do you think it's in trouble? Do you think it's going to get better from here? Do you think it's going to be fine? You know what I'm saying? With all the things that's going on, despite all the really crazy shit that's going on. But let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about WrestleMania 42. Is it going to be great, bad, ugly? What do y'all think right now? Like, as far as I'm concerned. I just want to get on here and talk about this because I've seen everything that's going on. I've been watching wrestling since I was 3 years old, since 2003. So I know this bullshit for the back of my head of how it's going on with WWE. And unfortunately, right now, it looks like it's going to a down path. And I feel like it's going to get even worse. Because, like I said, like AJ Styles said, WrestleMania don't used to be sound so significantly great, in my opinion. And for the most part, I do agree. And honestly, I feel like it's only going to get worse from here. So, yeah, road to WrestleMania 42. If Vegas Part 2 is going to be probably shit. For predicting. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I have doubts though. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. Hope y'all enjoyed the rest of the video, or hope y'all enjoyed the video. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much it. As always, take care, I'm out. Peace.